practice immigration.
Welcome to GreenCardGuys.tv. You need to know this. Do not give up on your legal status. Many people fail to respond to RFE or file an application before the deadline. This is why we offer a strategy session for 15 minutes at no cost to you. Not everyone qualifies. First, you need to speak with our CARES team. We receive many requests, so we recommend you answer a few questions on our website, greencardguys.com. Our mission is to help people live and work in America legally. Go ahead and subscribe below and follow and share. Talk to you soon.
All right, welcome to greencardguys.tv. I'm your host, John Ting. I practice immigration law in the United States to help you secure your legal status to live and work in America legally, because clearly the government does not care. Okay, I've been saying this every live show, even before President Trump took office. Okay, yes, under the Biden administration, it was a little bit more relaxed. Okay, but everything was still done legally, despite what MAGA folks think. All right. So here's the deal. There are already penalties for people who misrepresent, who lie, who tell a white lie. Like, oh, it's no big deal. They don't know. They don't need to know. But USCIS or State Department or even the court, the judge will eventually find out. Okay. So they do cross-reference documents, cross-reference files. So especially if you are about to apply for something, or maybe sometime in the future, maybe it's through a company. Okay, maybe you own your own company. You think, oh, like they're not going to check. I'm just going to use ChatGPT or something. Sure, you could use ChatGPT to kind of get you started from like a framework purposes, but please, for the love of God, don't use ChatGPT or some kind of AI tool and just use it by itself. Like, customize it, please. Okay, you always want to provide truthful information, whether there's a family-based case or a company sponsored employee or self-sponsoring. Okay, please tell the truth. Now, if you have concerns how to tell the truth, because this how we prepare our clients. It's a lot about phrasing also, but also about legal strategy. If you're joining and you've heard me talk about this the past couple days, someone contacted us. I think they may have already just signed the contract yesterday or today. I know their parents, and if they're watching this video, that's fine too, or this live show, that's no worries. I'm not sharing anything like that's. Of course, I don't want to reveal confidential information, but this will help y'all. Okay, they hired another attorney long time ago. Even though I helped the parents become residents, no worries. They want to hire someone local. I moved from Dallas to Houston around that time, or after I helped her parents. So now she's sponsoring her husband, right? They filed a petition. They filed a waiver. They filed the waiver, 601 family unity waiver, because he entered America without a visa, as MAGA thinks, legally, right? Of course, or believes legally. So no parole, no TPS, no DACA, so couldn't apply for advanced parole that way. That law firm did that first two major steps right there. Okay, got those two items approved, petition and the waiver. Wonderful. Something happened in between that time of after the waiver was approved until this family, this couple, ended up hiring a non-attorney. Oh, I don't know. Like, I don't think this non-attorney has like better customer service or something. But what I think the concern here is, I really want to share with y'all, is just because someone tells you ABC can happen. For example, this non-attorney, notary, paralegal, she promised an interview. Like, she promised a work permit. You can get a work permit. You can get an interview. And exactly, that's actually what happened. This person was able to get both. But what about the outcome? Notario? Yeah, denial. So now, look, I don't know what happened with the prior law firm. From what I understand, they just didn't get back to the client, okay? We do our best to get back to client. We'll try several times, but after several times, look, if you're MIA, there's only so much we can do. Like, you move, you change phone numbers. So I don't know what happened with them, okay, with that part. But if one attorney tells you you got to do it this other way with the waiver and have the interview abroad, but then someone, even if you're like consulting and doing a strategy session with more than one law firm, ask for the proof. Okay, if someone said, and one attorney says this, and no, someone says like, well, no, we can do the interview. Okay, that's cool. Like for us, if you ask us this, we will be transparent. And I'm live. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, so I can share my screen, for example. Sometimes in the law, we can't always show the proof, but something as, I guess you could say, basic like this, we can. Okay, so if you ever concerned or you find an attorney, or I guess if you talk to a notario, of course I advise against that, but buyer beware, it's on you. Okay, I did a Google search of this company, the non-attorney. Took me 3 seconds, bro. 3 seconds. Figure out they're not attorneys. I'm not gonna call them out. Maybe I should, but it's whatever the name, first name is, and then legal after that. So that makes people infer that that's a law firm. But if you look on Instagram, they don't have a website. I don't know any notario has a website. Maybe some do. But I looked at the bottom of that on Instagram and said notario, paralegal. So please conduct your own due diligence. Again, it's like you go in, your honey, your Pookie Bear asks you to go find a restaurant. You're probably using Yelp or Google Map for the restaurant reviews. You want to make sure they even offer the food that you want to eat, right? Or like yeah. So please, they wasted a couple years. They wasted money, and it's caused additional stress. So if you want a second, third, fifth opinion, we have no hard feelings. You're welcome to contact us. All right. So this is the way to do it right here. If you're on TikTok, this pre-qualify screen, if you text in or click the bio and answer a few questions, you only pay this amount. If you do it, if you find us, other people, if they find us through other means, it costs more. Okay. We have limited spots. Usually every live show, we have 3 spots. Okay. So if you're on Facebook or YouTube, this is what this looks like. Okay. All right. So let me get to some questions here. It's just a lot of people have wasted time and money and stress, essentially. So, all right. Let's get to it here. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. You don't have to copy and paste questions. That typically happens on TikTok. No need to do that, because if you do, it makes it scroll up. So there's a couple of you have been doing that. Please stop doing that. Okay, you're making me exercise my fingers here. Okay, so married U.S. Citizen husband, 5 weeks within entering the U.S. Been going back and forth. Is this an issue? I apologize. I saw your comment. I haven't had time to record a video about that. This is the person with a Canadian flag. It's not an issue if you didn't file the petition and the other documents. But yeah, so it is an issue if you have filed a petition and adjustment of status and other applications. But if you're only married and you haven't filed anything, it's okay, because they don't have a requirement of like, oh, you need to apply within this time period. As long as when you're going back and forth, that you're not overstaying your visa, of course, or otherwise your I-94 specifically. If you don't know how long your authorized stay is, of course, you can Google search, or you can email us for the website, for the customs website specific to your travel history in I-94. Want to make sure you know that, because it's all electronic these days. All right, so y'all, I'm going to be here for another 10 minutes. I'll give y'all 10 minutes, okay? It's going to be a shorter live show, much shorter than, hey, kitchen rip prep. It's usually shorter during the day because, I have a bunch of meetings. That's why I try to go live at night sometimes when I get a moment. JJ, how much money do you need a sponsor to earn to sponsor your wife if you're in the military? Go to Google search 864p. It'll show you the chart, and you'll see it's based on household size. It's household size meaning number of people. Like if you have, we call that stepchild or your own children that live with you. Technically, if you have kids but they don't live with you, they count too. So it can get a little bit complex. And yeah, the left side has a chart. Okay, you're on TikTok, so I'm not able to share my screen on that. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. I was trying to pull it up as well. Let's see. Thank you so much for your questions. By the way, if you've been here for at least 60 seconds and you appreciate the way I answer questions, please go ahead and click subscribe or follow on your respective platform. I greatly appreciate it. If you are on this platform where you tap the screen, I think we're here together until March 2026, apparently. Apparently, America is creating its own app through a company, and I have apprehension about that. Okay. So, so follow me on LinkedIn or the other channels just in case, just in case they cut us off earlier. I'm going to try my best to. Okay, the person who's Canadian, you don't have a visa, you're Canadian, so you have ESTA. Okay, but either way, you're not. You don't want to stay too long per se. So it's really at this point for you, it's more about like when do you want to complete the process or even start. So that's why it's a strategy because not although we have been receiving approvals for many cases and interviews within I guess you can say a much quicker fashion this year under Trump administration. That might not happen to you for you. So it depends. If you have to go back and forth because you have a job or a company in Canada or wherever you live, then that's completely understandable. We have a client who I think his company is a scuba diving company. I'm impressed. If I retire, I would love to have a scuba diving company. But obviously that, or maybe that's not so obvious, but I think because he works in the business, it requires him to be there most of the time in his country of nationality. So everyone's situation is a bit different. So for them, they did consular processing, not adjustment of status. The person with the dot as a username, I answered your question again yesterday. I've answered your question 2 days in a row. Your question is for other people. Can you get married in Utah for the virtual marriage? Your partner lives in Austria, you live in U.S. citizen. I hope you're on the channel now. Here's the thing. I don't necessarily want to record a video about this because there's nuances in this, okay? But you're hopefully live right now to hear this, is that we have been successful in that, okay? For the person, the Pookie Bear to get the visa from abroad, okay? But the policy, please know this, the policy manual, the USCIS policy manual says to prove that it's marriage is not just the marriage certificate. If they ask for it, you have to show that you have somehow consummated the marriage. That's a bit interesting, right? Like, what kind of proof would you provide for that? So, just a little food for thought that you could get an RFE. Fortunately for us, we have not received a request for evidence. But I know because people might have a budget concern for travel, or also like maybe your work doesn't allow either of you to travel. Maybe for your Pookie Bear in Austria, it's difficult to get a visa to America in general, like B1, B2. I just checked for someone earlier today for India, I think, or Dubai, is 8 months is the average wait time for B1, B2 visa interview. So it's crazy. Okay. It's pretty ridiculous. So if you're willing to take the risk that USCIS will not send you RFE on how did you consummate the marriage? Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best to go one by one. And by the way, if I try my best, some of y'all have like follow-up questions, but when you have follow-up question, and of course there's a lot of people on the live shows on the respective platforms, I sometimes I can't get to the follow-up question. So if that happens, of course, join the next live show, or just schedule a meeting. Okay, so if you schedule during a live show, then you can do it for this amount. And by the way, for this amount, it's not with an attorney; it's with my client care specialist. But they do a wonderful job. We Let me let my team know. I'm supposed to be in a meeting with them. I'm the worst employee of the team. Um, okay. Johnny Tapia, your I-130 was approved today. Congrats, but your 45 is pending. Okay, I need to record a video about that too. Basically, yeah, someone asked yesterday if what happens that they've been actually waiting, I think, since May. Similar situation. I mean, not everyone's situation is the same. I mean, fortunately for us, the majority of our cases, they're approved either the same day or the 45 is approved the next day after I-130. And some people may think like, why not just be approved the same day or like one day after another, right? Um, it's just USCIS sucks. They don't have a good workflow. I wish there was an easy button or like we just nudge them. They used to have email. We used to have access to email them directly to the field office. The last time we had access, it was Obama's first term. After that, gone. So it's unfortunate, but we do sue the government for delays. So if it's been a couple months after your interview, that's not necessarily when we file a lawsuit. It's also based on the receipt date of your case. So hopefully you don't need our services, but worst case scenario or last case scenario, that is the solution. Okay. Let's see here. Tin Claudio, your U.S. citizen husband considered legal parent, or is your U.S. citizen husband considered legal parent to a stepchild, your daughter? Um, as long as for purposes of filing for a petition and all the other forms, yes. If your child at the time of your marriage to your husband, that your child is under 18, okay? Even though the petition can be filed until the child turns 21. Okay, so it's strange how they do it like that. Let's see. So you don't have to go through the step parent adoption process. That's more of the family law side. In case, for example, especially if the prior or not prior, but the biological parent who's no longer involved is contesting anything. Okay, I mean it doesn't require contesting, but to do that step parent adoption. But step parent adoption is not required for immigration purposes. The Canadian lady, should you wait 90 days before you file? There's no hard and fast rule in terms of that, but we do recommend if you entered with or without a visa, um, with ESTA or a visa, that you do wait some time because do it does help to show that you did not have the intent to live here permanently in America if you waited more time. Now, I'm not saying you have to wait like 5 years or something, but again, there's no hard and fast rule or requirement in that sense. So that's one of the benefits of having a one-on-one session meeting with our team. Okay. Tin Claudio, I see that you responded to clavicular. You searched it, but it said it is not considered legal. You just want to make sure. Absolutely. That's why we're here. So you want to make sure. So again, it depends on the purpose of your question, right? So if it's the purpose of immigration purposes, well, just and then it's considered a parent. So what we do is refer to USCIS policy manual, and it defines what is considered a stepchild, right? And that's as long as the marriage happened before the stepchild turned 18. Okay. Just want to share with you some housekeeping here. Thank you so much for joining the live show. If you've been here for at least 60 seconds, go ahead and click the plus sign, follow, subscribe on your respective channel. And you're welcome, Tin and Claudio. And of course, just like I said earlier when I started the live show, if you want me to show you the receipts, the proof, happy to do it. Just email us. Okay. We need the email so that we can remember to do that. I mean, I can't even remember stuff that my wife asked me to do. Or is it ask? Okay. Anyways. We got Sonique Brooks that want us to join here on TikTok. What's going on? How can I help you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you
I
doing?
just have a question.
Okay.
So my child is 14 years old. We both have 2 years green card, and I removed my green card condition a month ago, but his green card don't expire it until January of next year. So I have to remove his condition October. Well, it started from October of this year. So since he's 14, he's the applicant. But do I sign all the forms for him? Do I write, of course, his A number, but who signs the form?
I mean, he can sign the form, your son, right? It doesn't require a parent. As long as he understands what he's signing, then that's fine.
So everything should be addressed as him addressing it, like the letters and the the taxes that I'm gonna put as evidence. Do I need all those evidence like I did for mine to prove that my relationship with my husband is still real? Do I have to put those evidence with my son 759 form or 751 form to remove his condition?
I can't go that far in terms of evidence, in terms of advice, because it's just legal information purposes. But just check out the instruction page. It's pretty clear on stuff like
Okay.
that. Okay. If you still need help, then you should schedule a meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I hope that helps a bit. All right. Thank you so much. Take care.
All right.
Yeah, I just don't want to mislead someone, like do this, do that. Like I can't tell you what to do, because then that's legal advice. I can just share insights in that sense. So I hope that clears up the difference there. I can also tell you if someone's effed up the case. I can tell you that. Okay, we got 3 more people. I don't gatekeep, but I have to keep a fine balance in that sense. Yeah, just our ethics. Okay, we got Dolly, and then on deck is Angie. How's it going, Dolly?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Hello.
Hi, how can I help you?
Yes, sir. I just have a question to ask.
Sure.
I went for my interview yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Asylum interview, but it didn't go well.
Oh.
But I'm just asking if I have anything like dinners or so, if I can still apply for my work permit or something.
It didn't go well, but did you receive a decision yet? Probably not, right?
No, not yet.
Okay. So, is your work permit expired?
I don't have none yet.
Oh, you don't have any. When did you file your application? It's probably been 100 February?
Yes, sir.
180 days.
February of 2025.
So has it been 5 months?
Yes.
So at least
Like
5 months.
5
So you could apply for it, but yeah, I mean, it might not be approved before your final decision of your main application for the actual asylum. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Yes, I mean, the cases that are filed this year, they tend to be have the interview sooner. Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen on YouTube at least. Okay, so I'm looking at the website now. Let's see. Have you looked at this USCIS.gov website about the work permit?
No, sir.
Oh no. Okay. So we're happy to email it to you if you need it. I mean, if you're trying to do this yourself. But the thing is, let me try to click on the work permit option here. 765. 765 is the form number for work authorization. Okay. You can file it online. It may depend on category. My team handles that part. But the fee, just making sure the fee for you. Because sometimes that's a determination if you want to file for it or not. Because based on, let's see. Yeah, there's a fee. Wait. No, there's no fee currently. Okay. As long as you're not filing under this specific procedure of ABC procedures, there's another settlement, a court case before. So, yeah, if you want that website, please email in so we can send it to you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And because there's no fee required, then why not apply?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not try?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I checked last week, the processing time for this, it's not a guarantee, but processing time is 1 month. For other people, it's been several months. When I last checked, someone asked me.
I just want to know if when the time is due, I can still apply for it. I don't know.
If you can still apply for the work permit, I mean, technically, yes, because at least been at least 180 days since your receipt date.
After, if like, I've been denied.
Oh, after if your 589 asylum application denied, then your work permit application will be denied eventually.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but it might be worth applying for the work permit since it's $0 currently. Okay. Alrighty. All right, Dolly. Wish you the best. You're welcome to contact us if you need help.
Yes, I need
Okay.
help. I will take the number.
Okay. You can screenshot if you need to. All right. Take care. You know, I'm a bit different than probably most lawyers. I mean, certain situations you could do things yourself, you know, but at the end of the day, look, if you want peace of mind, you want a professional that knows their shit, does this every day. I hate it's kind of like any other professional service, like a plumber. Like all I can do for plumbing purposes is the plunger. And even that is difficult for me. Okay. Like, you got to get in there certain angles. I'm not going to go get it right now, but like certain angles is difficult, and I don't want to splash on me. I'm sure those plumbers have certain standard operating procedures. There's certain techniques to this, kind of similar for immigration or any other practice area. So if you want the most peace of mind, I do highly encourage, and if you believe you could be eligible, well, actually, if you don't know if you're eligible, look, some people are married to someone like a U.S. citizen, and they have not filed in 10 years. I shit you not. Some people are just prioritize other things, I guess. All right, let's get the next person on. I think it was Angie, and the on deck will be Ian. What's up, Angie? How can I help you? Hello.
Hi. So I have a question. Is there a problem if I decide to withdraw an appeal?
What kind of appeal? Through USCIS or court?
I-130.
Oh, the petition, you mean? You want to withdraw the petition? Now, I'm assuming, are you the petitioner sponsor?
Yes.
Is this marriage-based?
Yes.
No, there's no consequences to you. Okay, you just write a short cover letter. You want to withdraw. You don't have to give reasons like going through separation, divorce, or whatnot and whatnot. Just just sign your name and okay.
Okay. I don't have to explain. They don't care about why.
I mean, no, they're not going to ask because I mean, in all 50 states of America, you can get divorced for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to put a reason, you can. I mean, some
Okay.
people say like, "Hey, this person's committing fraud," but I recommend against that because that could implicate you, for example, if or anyone who's considering to do that. So
No.
just keep it
I
simple,
was just gonna say we're separated now, so I wanted to just withdraw. That's the only uh, thing that I wanted to say, not go fully detailed.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I want to withdraw effective today or something. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and
Okay.
they typically don't mail you a notice saying that they acknowledge your withdrawal. Okay, so because some people ask like, oh, are they going to send you something? Typically not.
So how am I supposed to know they received it or anything?
Just provide mail by certified mail or tracking with a tracking number.
Oh, okay.
That's the
So
only
they don't.
way.
You're saying they don't send a letter responding back. We received it. It's been closed. Case closed.
No. I mean, for some people maybe, but I think I've heard that, but not for everyone. They don't have a good workflow for many things. So this is probably like not a priority for them
Oh.
in terms of officially notifying you. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Are
Oh,
you're
that's
for
really
sure though,
good.
right? I mean, I'm not trying to say do one way or the other, but because
No,
obviously it
no.
costs money and all that. Okay.
I'm sure. It's just I just want to like hear a response from them saying it's this close. The case is done.
Yeah, I mean, even online, you would think it'd just be easy. They could just put online status like case withdrawn, but they don't. I'm not aware that they do that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
All
thank
right.
you
Good
so
luck to
much
you.
for your help.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Take care. I like that picture, by the way. Looks like Angie is on. What's that phrase now? On business. Uh, maybe I need to do a pose like that, walking down the sidewalk. All right. All right. So, appreciate your questions. Oh shoot, I'm supposed to be in a meeting. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Ian is next, and then on deck is Fergie or Fergie. What's going on, Ian?
Hi, attorney.
How you
I
doing?
just have a quick question.
Sure.
We're about to file adjustment of status. And I read somewhere that we have to include in the documentation like lease document, like contract whatsoever. Um, but right now we're living at our uncle's. We don't have a lease. I mean, our uncle owns an apartment, but we don't pay anything. We don't have any documentation that you know um, he allowed us to stay here. Is there any document that could replace, say, for example, a lease document?
Do you guys contribute for anything financially to the household in a sense?
No,
Living
no,
arrangement?
really. Our uncle was kind of gracious enough to
Oh yeah, absolutely.
support
Hmm.
us all the way. So yeah.
What about your phones? Cell phone? Who pays that?
Phones, yeah, we do. We have the same. We have the
Okay.
same billing address for our phones. But I was thinking if our uncle can execute like a sworn statement or something, um, saying that he's supporting us, he's allowing us to stay until we can really afford to get our own place.
Yeah, absolutely. He can. The uncle can sign something like that. 2 or 3 paragraphs, something like that. And in that same letter, at least two, maybe it could be two goals with that same letter by the uncle.
Mhm.
Number one, to show proof that you are living together under his home and that you haven't had to pay rent or anything. Um, and then the second thing is that he obviously knows about your relationship and through his observations that is a faithful and bona fide marriage relationship. Okay.
Okay.
So there's two main reasons to write a letter, for him to write a letter. You have to sign it, of course. Okay.
right.
Hopefully that helps.
Ready?
Did you file your case already?
I haven't. We're thinking about it. We're compiling our documents, so probably we're gonna do it around August.
Okay. Well, let us know if you need any assistance. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I
Ian.
actually messaged you, but I'll follow through.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, Ian. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Attorney.
Bye-bye. All right. All right. Let's see. What did I say? Fergie? Where'd you go, Fergie? Maybe that person dropped off. Okay. Looks like it. Then it's going to be Barbie Nabelli. Hello. How are you? Hello, Barbie Nabelli. This person moving. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Man, y'all always doing a lot of things, multitasking like me. I don't think this person knows that. Well, maybe we should just get this person off so in case this person says something she doesn't want us to hear. Okay, just in case. Definitely want to respect someone's privacy. There happened this during the day, but you know, when I have a late night show, some people, when I finally get them on, they're snoring, so it's kind of funny. All right, on to YouTube. Sorry, Gigi, what's going on? Welcome back from New Jersey. Miguel, what do I think about the Dreamers Act 2025? I didn't search one for, or I didn't come across one named Dreamers Act. Are you talking about the Dignity Act of 2025? I just looked that up again yesterday. So far, it seems like a repeat from the prior years, from Representative Salazar out of Florida. She's a Republican. And then also co-sponsored by Veronica Escobar out of Texas, a Democrat. So, I mean, I'm glad they co-sponsored. That does help. Apparently, though, it's a $7,000 extra fee, a fine. Now, I had mentioned on my LinkedIn a few months ago that one option to help pass a bill to be considered law is that people can pay a fine, because instead of having to be deported or removed from walking out of America and then applying the right way, which is really the other legal way, consular processing. It's like it's less than a moving cost. Well, now, but 7,000, man, that's pretty steep. It seems like someone told me it's 1,000 per year for 7 years. I'll have to check that. That is quite possible. I do recall reading that from a couple years ago. So let's see here. All right, let's get Karen on. But I'll record a video about that. Okay, Miguel? Thank you. Hello, Karen. What's going on?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
I'm married in June 2023. I've sent my paperwork in August. I've received my work permit and my social, but I haven't heard anything else.
You received your work permit? Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, is this for adjustment of status?
Yes. Marriage.
Okay.
US citizen.
So Social Security, it used to be, before Trump administration, it used to be automatically mailed to you if you check mark it, but now they separate it, so they make it more difficult. So you have to set up an appointment with the Social Security Administration, ssa.gov. Okay. All right, so hopefully that helps. But you have the work permit now, right?
Yeah, I have a work permit and I have a social.
Okay. Oh, you do have a social. So I'm sorry, maybe I missed your question.
I have social and work permit, but I haven't heard anything else.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the case itself. When did you file your case?
in August 2023.
Holy, well, you almost made me spit out my coffee. Oh my god, 2023. I was expecting maybe 2024. Okay,
No.
so 2023. So we're almost at 2 year mark. Okay, at least 15 months is when, at minimum 15 months, we would consider filing a lawsuit, mandamus lawsuit for unreasonable delay. So almost 2 years. That's definitely unreasonable delay for adjustment of status. Okay, where are you located?
In Daytona Beach, Florida.
Oh, must be nice. I don't know about the weather though, but in general, the beach is nice, huh? All right, that's good. Well, we're happy to help you file a lawsuit. Unfortunately, it's the what we say, or fortunately, if anything, is the last case option in a sense. Okay,
Right.
so it sounds like you didn't have the interview either.
No, I didn't have an interview.
Okay.
Nothing.
All right. So yeah, this lawsuit will help either get the interview for you, or other people already had the interview, then a decision. Okay, and then, but part of our strategy meeting with an attorney or a pre-qualified meeting, we'll go through to see like what have you filed. Did you have an attorney to file the case in general?
No, I didn't have an attorney in general.
Okay, so yeah, even more reason that we're happy to do a courtesy check on what you filed. Did you keep a copy or scanned what you filed? Maybe.
I think I'll have to go check. It's in my stuff there, but
Okay.
I'm gonna have to call you.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, call or text right here on my screen if you can see it. It's right above my head and on TikTok. And then, yeah, be scheduled during a live show, at least with this kind of meeting with my client care specialist, just this amount right here.
Okay.
Okay. All righty.
All right.
And of course, I'm sure you have more questions, but my team or myself will happy to answer for you one-on-one.
All right. So
All
I
right.
will give you a call with everything.
Okay.
that I have.
All right. Thanks, Karen. Talk to you soon.
A lawyer did check for me
Oh.
a couple weeks, maybe 2 months ago,
Okay.
and they said my case was still pending. So I don't know.
Yeah, but pending is like pending or even actively being reviewed is allegedly, it's just, it could be stuck in that status for a long time.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna get your number and I'm gonna call you.
okay, you can screenshot if you need to. All right.
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. So, not everyone is delayed. Okay. So, but some people are, unfortunately. Some people are. So, hopefully you don't need our help for that, but we're happy to help you or be here if you need it. All right. Now, see some more questions here. Switching to YouTube here. Sandy's question is, you are at the embassy stage with an appointment in September. Okay, wonderful. You have discovered that your attorney did not include a previous divorce decree. They want us to proceed and explain it to the officer. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's a little icky, but you should not. The system at ceac.state.gov likely will not allow you to upload it on the portal. I call it the MVC portal, but bring it to the interview. Okay. They would know already. I'm assuming you filed a petition, Sandy, or your spouse maybe filed it. So that information is already in that petition. Maybe if the DS-260 form online did not have the information, of course, hopefully you should be able to faithfully tell them this is a mistake. It was an accident. You don't need to go so far to say like, oh, my lawyer made a mistake. You can, I guess you want to, but my lawyer advised me to update you, the officer, and here's a copy of my divorce decree. Okay. Let's see what else. So hopefully that gives you some guidance. Always happy to help. Always happy to help folks, even if they already have an attorney, which that's kind of strange, huh? In a way. But always happy to mentor other attorneys too. Let's see. We got Chiku94 on YouTube. You have a question about your children's case. You won VAWA 2020. You got the green card 23. During that time, your children did not attend the interview. So how can you? What do you mean they did not attend the interview? What's going on there? How can you again get the interview date? What to do? What to do? Well, is this abroad or in America? Adjustment of status? I'm assuming. I mean, it could be either one situation. So let me know, okay? Email us, okay, Chico? Where am I? I'm in Houston, Texas. Apparently, we called Clutch City. I am from, well, not traditionally, originally from Dallas, Texas. So it is kind of strange. I'm in Houston now. We have some rivalry in sports, at least. But yep, Houston, Texas. Happy to help you. I can help. We can help people because it's federal immigration, it's federal law. We can help you whether you live in Alaska, Cali, what's the other place? Greenland. It's all good. Do we cover Maryland? Absolutely. Now, if it's a court case, yes, although even court cases, we do help folks in other states as well. We may, depending on the cost, of course, and travel, we from time to time, we would suggest, hey, let you know as a client, we know this attorney, they do good work, and we connect with them as what we call local counsel for that state or city, for example, okay? So it's a case-by-case basis. But of course, we prefer to send our own team to your court. David, 1811 is filing right now recommended, even without criminal conviction, no removal orders, I-130 and 601A. Absolutely. Absolutely. File the daggum application, okay? Take action. That's what we put here. Take action. Because first of all, I-130, if you're not eligible for AOS, adjustment of status, I-130 will take at least 12 months. You cannot file, if you have to file a waiver, 601A family unity waiver, because you enter without a visa, you don't have parole, no advance parole, without entry, you have to file the waiver. 601A right now, for the past couple of years, takes 3 years, 36 months. I've heard here and there, a couple of lawyers here have mentioned like, oh, they got approved in 2 months. I think it's what do you call that? Not a glitch, but like it's not a common scenario. So yeah, you don't want to have to wait 3.5 more years to get this Cheeto out of office and then file. You can file now. If you're concerned about like if the government has information on you, pretty sure they already got information on you. Okay. I think it seems like that was one of the objectives of Doge, information sharing between agencies, not just getting rid of government waste. Which, by the way, did they really get rid of government waste when they just passed the BBB that spent, was it $150 billion on DHS? It's crazy. It's just wild. It's mind-boggling. It's just a reallocation of money, essentially. Chico, you can call it. Oh, where's my number, actually? There we go. There's some information. My email was scrolling on YouTube earlier, or our main email, but here's our phone number as well, scrolling down below, okay? La Maria, I talked about that earlier, Dignity Act, but I'll cover that in a separate video. Let's see here. Yeah, David, absolutely. A concern for a lot of people, of course, has picked up, but let's see. The thing about that, we're collaborating with another nonprofit organization, one in Arizona that we're known of. She has joined Live Show from time to time, and she created a nonprofit as a rapid response network. Okay, so we're going to do whatever we can to support organizations like hers so that they can help people like y'all. Okay, just in case. Barbie Nobelli, no. 601 is about 24 months. 601A about 36 months. I know it's ridiculous. Oops. How do we do this? I think it's Jade next. All right. I do have to hop off soon. What's up, Jade? How can I help you? Jade, are you there? I think you're muted, by the way, if you can hear me. Okay. Just make sure I don't spill my coffee. Airport. All right, Sa, you got your N400 interview tomorrow. Okay. All right, good. Let us know how it goes, okay? Come back to the channel tomorrow. Love to hear good news, even if we didn't help you. Love to hear it. Bitta Melon? That's a good name. Bitta Melon. Lemon? That should work. Bitta Lemon. Go to A64P. Okay. Google search that and it'll take you right to it. Let's see. Okay, let's try Jade again. Let's see if. Okay, she's not muted. Hello? Well, that is weird. Jade, are you there? Knock, knock. Okay, well, gonna disconnect for that one. Okay, for that person, and then get the next person on. User 73777. Let's get you on. By the way, it does help me for y'all on TikTok. If you join the fan club, I don't think it costs you anything. Then what's up, user? User, are you there? Okay. Is it my internet or something? It shows green. It's good to go. Okay, let me get the next person on, just in case. Dwayne, if you want to join live, where is it? There we go. Okay, where is the next person? Kadesha? Sorry if I mispronounce. You can correct me when you join live. Hello, good day. How can I help you?
My husband is a U.S. citizen. He has some running with the law, but he wants to come to Jamaica to visit me. But he's afraid that they will hold on him. Is it okay for him to travel?
As a U.S. citizen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, generally no concerns for U.S. citizen travel. We've actually been getting a lot of questions by email in live show about this, though.
Because everybody at him said don't travel.
I'm sorry, what was the last thing you said?
No, I think everyone's telling him not to travel.
Because Cheeto's a POS? Is that why?
Because I think he has some charges, but he was quitted up everything.
Was he a naturalized citizen? Like he went through
He naturalized from his mother.
Okay. I mean, as long as he didn't obtain it fraudulently or misrepresented, it sounds like no, because it's through his mom, then should not be a concern as a citizen, born or naturalized. Okay. But I acknowledge the concerns, of course. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you. He's gonna sponsor you, by the way, right? Has he started that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, just making sure you keep tabs on him. All right, take care. Bye bye. Yes, yes, hi user. How are you? Welcome to ask.
I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
My husband is an LPR, and he travels a lot for work, very frequent. Sometimes arrival from his last business travel, the officer at MCO airport advised him that he needed to go to the embassy and get a letter indicating that he travels frequently for work in order for them to acknowledge it. Otherwise, the next time he entered from a business travel, chances are they would retain his LPR, residence card.
I'm sorry, how long was he out when he traveled back in?
This last time he was out for about 6 weeks because he works for a company that he's the global technical manager for, and they have offices in Australia, Singapore, the UK, Denmark, Germany. So sometimes he has to leave for about, and it's only like twice a year he leaves for that amount of time.
Okay.
Visit all the stations.
I mean, the good thing is that he has not violated any laws, just custom officers being a jerk. And it certainly doesn't hurt to ask the supervisor, whoever that told him to go. You know, let's just say hypothetically the job is, the requirement to go travel is like 3 weeks. Okay. I recommend to ask that supervisor to just kind of just double the time in that letter. So you could just have a copy of the letter when he travels and say, you know, I'm just going to make up a name, but like Bob is required to travel for this project and anticipated to be there for 3 weeks, but it could be, you know, last up to 6 weeks.
Not to back you, he have a work letter, but they're indicating that he needs to go to the embassy and get something from the embassy.
Did his green card expire?
No.
Well, then
he's had it little over 2 years.
Then these guys are fucking with you guys. Okay, these guys are assholes. Because like the only time you go to embassy, well, really, it's done online first, is if someone lost their green card. But he's literally in America already, MCO Orlando. So they're just trying to mess with you guys. It's ridiculous. They're trying to mess with attorneys too. But we have to know the law.
I was just trying to figure it out because we went onto the site trying to see like if there was something that you can request. You can't just show up to the embassy and ask for a letter. You have to have an appointment.
No, that's just making you guys go in circles. Like you go to the embassy, they'd be like, "What do you want again?" That's what I was trying to figure out, you know. So, but now that I know exactly your scenario, your husband's scenario, so that's not a legal requirement from
So
the
at this
embassy.
point, what you suggest we do? Should we reach out to immigration in Orlando and see if we can, I don't know, go into the office or something?
No, they're not gonna. They'd be like, "What are you doing here?" They wouldn't know what you're doing. So the only time to go to a local field office and somewhere like Orlando is if maybe your green card expired and you filed, or he files to remove the conditions or something, or like file the I-90 and to get the stamp to show on the passport to show that he is still a resident. But the stamp is for proof, you know, for travel purposes. That's the only thing. That's why I wanted to make sure it expired or not. So, yeah, you know, the government is usually kind of like, the government is supposed to be like, we call it cookie cutter. You know, they got a list of A through Z. You got to fit within the A's through Z categories. You can't just like, just because the customs officer, where they just kind of like make shit up. It's crazy. Sorry for my language. Alrighty. But thanks so much for asking.
For us as well, but I just wanted to find out if you were aware of anything of that nature. Thank you.
Not of that specific, but thank you so much for sharing. More people need to know. Appreciate it. All right, take care. What a bunch of BS that they had to go through. Annoying. It's like you just want to and just get my daughter's magic wand. Like, these guys are ridiculous. I hate to say it's kind of like a police officer. I know a lot of good police officers, but some I don't know, what do you call that? Doom scrolling. I've seen a lot of these videos from police. What do you call that? Like you get stopped by a cop and it's like, oh my God. Which, by the way, some of those are fake, but you got to make sure which ones are the real ones. Let's get Eric. Erigita EBS. What's going on? How can I help you?
Hi there.
Hello.
So, quick question. I got the invitation to do the interview in August 13. So my husband and I are going, but we also received an email saying to bring the I-6. No, just with the I for H5. So because we only have a copy now. We don't have the sealed one because it's submitted prior.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was trying to listen. If you already mailed it in, you don't need to provide it again.
Okay, because there's highlighted and everything on the email, and I was like, well, then I have to go in again. Okay.
Yeah, it's most of these email or
we don't have a sealed one.
yeah, if you already provide the sealed one, you don't have to provide it again. Usually at the end of the sentence will say if applicable, something like that. So, or if you already provide.
It's not there anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, a lot of these emails and.
That was one thing that I was looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I just
Yeah.
I don't know what to do at this point.
Yeah, I mean, some medical clinics will if just ask kindly to the medical clinic, that same one, like any chance you'll be able to provide another one, just make sure, of course, the doctor signs it. If they're willing to do it for free, I mean, I don't know their cost and what they do, but some clinics will charge and some won't.
Yeah,
So,
I was even willing to pay, but
yeah.
I didn't know if I had to do it all over again, schedule an appointment, go. Since we have 20 days to the interview, I'm like, how am I going to get the sealed one at this point?
Yeah,
Okay,
they would
well,
want.
that was my question.
Yeah, you never know if they lost it, but typically, even if they received it, the interview notice or the email will still by default have the request for the medical exam. So it can be confusing. This is a legitimate question. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you so much. I might be reaching out to your team soon.
Okay. Where are you located?
I don't know if you guys can come to the interview with us.
Where's the
Sacramento, California.
Sacramento.
Sacramento,
I think I have a friend that
California.
stays there. Okay. Yeah, I've heard of it.
The capital.
It has a basketball team. It has an NBA basketball team. So yeah, it'd be a good.
They're very good though.
Yeah, well, they got some. Yeah, they need to improve. But okay, which month is that? Oh, 20 days.
So
20 days.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So reach out soon because we need to, make if you do want us to make sure it's on the calendar. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye.
And I was trying to tell, was that a cake in a picture? That cake catch my attention. All right. On YouTube, M Yasser, if you late filed your DS260 for DV lottery, ooh. So we don't handle DV lottery, but if you late filed your DS260, do you lose your chance for interview? I mean, if you are locked out of the portal, then I would say it's too late. But don't give up. If you're locked out, then email whoever you need to email and just see if it can reopen it. But I mean, you're cutting it close because as far as I understand, the interview has to happen before the end of September because the fiscal year changes over the numbers, the quota in a sense. Okay. So hopefully that helps. I don't know how it works in terms of like the low or high case number. Okay. Sorry. Chiku, your children's green card application is it 485? Oh, you said abroad earlier. So it's not really green card application. It's called an immigrant visa application if abroad. And is it still valid? Well, it depends on the timing. I don't know. You gotta schedule a meeting, okay, Chiku? Dwayne, you just received your green card, okay? That's good. Your father passed away. Our condolences. You want to go to the funeral? Is it going to you have a misdemeanor, so you wonder if it's a good idea to travel back to your home country, Jamaica. You're gonna have to schedule a meeting about that. Anything related to crimes, we need to know what the crime is, first of all, right? And we need to know the details of it. We need to review the order, the disposition. Disposition is just a general name for meaning like the judgment or the order from the court, so we can review that. And sometimes state by state, we just don't know, because I know Texas law in terms of criminal crimes, but we will have to do additional research if it's a different state, for example. So what's it called? So yeah, schedule a meeting for that one. Okay, there you go. That's the way to do it. Let's see. And I really appreciate everyone. I know on TikTok, especially, there's a lot of people waiting to join. Bethany is on deck. Next, and on deck is Iska Mecha. Bethany, let's get you on. I gotta go soon. Not to the bathroom, but another meeting. What's going on? How can I help you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually have my U.S. citizen interview in August, and I wanted to see do I need to bring like my previous taxes? It was not listed in one of like the documents that I needed to bring.
Okay.
Basically, they just stated like it was very minimal that I have to bring, and I was kind of surprised by that. But do I need to bring like my taxes or?
Well, for taxes, this is a marriage AOS case.
No, this is. So it's a very simple case, and actually, thanks to you, I had spoken to you like a couple of months ago, and you were just like, just do it, like, because my green card was expired, and you were just like, just do it, and I did.
Okay.
And now I have my interview.
Oh, naturalization.
Yeah.
Okay.
For naturalization.
Okay. Okay, glad it worked. So when was that? Like a month ago? You filed? You got interview already? Nice.
So I filed in. I want to say that it was in like late March.
Okay, that's still not bad. Okay. So you're wondering if you need to file tax or provide taxes. You don't have to bring taxes to the interview. The only thing related to taxes, if you owe taxes to IRS, then you need to provide like a payment arrangement letter.
Okay.
Okay. So otherwise, taxes wise, you don't have to bring anything. Yeah, the checklist to bring items to interview is very, very limited. Fortunately, it's more about the test itself.
So just for preparation, just study like the 100 questions that they have online and then just prepare for that.
Yeah, and there's a link on the USCIS website to that's actually pretty decent. It's like a quiz basically. Okay. And they'll tell you your score. Yeah.
So then I'll prepare for that. And then it's also like a written and
yeah, two questions are written. And
2 questions are written. Okay.
Yeah, the others are verbal.
Okay. And is it still you have to pass? Is it still 10 questions, but you have to pass 6?
That's all it takes. 60% in America. You get the first 6 right, you don't have to do the other 4.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. No, I think that's it. That's all I.
Yeah.
Oh, and they are asking me for my passport. My passport is expired from El Salvador. Do I need to get that like current?
For the interview? No, just the passport is more for identity purposes to present at the interview. They're not supposed to take it, like keep it or anything.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, then that's it. Thank you so much for your help.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
You really just pushed me to do it, so I just did it.
Oh, I'm glad it worked out. Well, it was still almost there, but yeah, keep us updated after your interview, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care. Bye. All right. So then, what did I say? Next person, Iska Mecha. Okay. We're gonna wrap up pretty soon. Hello.
Put the orders in, so let me ask her if she wants to Let me ask her if she wants to do that still. And then, but she probably wants you.
Psst, you're in a live show. Hello? Eska Mecha? She was on a phone call. So let's get the next person on. Because I want to make sure we don't have to hear her conversation. She probably doesn't want people to hear that. Okay, Barbie Nabelli, number 2. Is there a number 1? I tried to get you on earlier. What's going on? Barbie Nabelli? Can you hear us? Me? Maybe not. Mic check, mic check. Okay. All right, sounds like she was eating. Man, I wish I could be eating. Come on, y'all. Come on. I'm trying to help y'all out here. All right, let's get Dee or I got a couple more questions on YouTube, and I'll have to call it after that for today. Thank you so much for your follow. If you have not followed yet or subscribed, hey, it's up to you. But if you've been here for 60 seconds, go ahead and subscribe and follow and click the bell for future notifications so you get notifications when I go live or when we upload videos, okay? Look, I mean, I even recorded a video when I was in the pool yesterday, okay? This is how dedicated I am, okay? I didn't show anything down here, okay? Just above, right, neck and above, okay? So, so check it out. Didi Sanaga, you have an interview appointment next week for same-sex marriage. What is your best advice to prepare for an interview? I mean, we have a lot of advice. Number 1 is try your best to be confident. Okay. We have we personally, for our own class, we have a PDF link of 130 plus questions. So we believe that's been very helpful for our clients. Compile from other attorneys too, not just us. There's just only so much there's so much I can say. But that's the benefit of having a legal team to support you. So, but other thing is bring documentation, bring updated evidence. So let's just say like if you happen to file in February this year and you're about to have the interview really soon, like you got scheduled, right? And so at the time that you filed your case, you provided what you could, but if it was a quick turnaround for the interview, try your best to bring something. Some of our clients filed in April, like late April, and got the interview in mid-June. So what is that, like a month and a half maybe of additional possible evidence? So quick turnaround, you still should bring something additional. We call that supplemental evidence, okay? That's really the best tip I can give you, and being confident. If you're not confident, how can you imagine a USCIS officer being confident in that your marriage or your relationship is bona fide? Some food for thought. Okay, Marjorie, your husband applied for 751 last year. You got the 48 months extension, overstayed visa. Well, the overstayed visa doesn't matter anymore because your husband has a conditional resident status. Well, the chances to have issues during the interview. Well, you might not have interview. If you have 751, it's still discretionary for there to be an interview or not for the 751 remove conditions. But in Trump administration, you are absolutely going to have an interview when it's for the initial residency application, the 485. Okay, just expect that to happen. I know some people have like one person commented on one of my videos a couple months ago, said the interview was waived or whatnot. Congrats to them. But mindset wise, y'all got to get it together. Don't think it's a piece of cake, a walk in the park. Okay. You got to get ready. Get your mindset ready that there will be an interview, because when you know there's going to be an interview, you will inherently prepare for it. Hopefully. Okay. All righty. Thank you so much. I wish I could handle more questions, but I got to get going. If you got more questions, please schedule with my team. Okay. All right. Y'all have a great day. Follow for more. Take care. Thanks for the roses. Peace.